Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm
back.
You're back? Yeah, we missed you,
Oh,
buddy.
Were you away?
So rude.
Yeah.
I remember
Just
that.
Well, we're at episode 13.
Wow.
Making some
Yep,
good
right.
progress with this show. Yeah, well, we're happy you're back, Richard. We're happy about
Yes,
we
welcome
definitely
back.
missed
Welcome
you.
back.
Glad to be back.
Which-
Glad to be back with you guys.
Yeah, at least we didn't have AKS last week. Thought we'll save it. But you've been doing some YouTube shorts on that, so we'll talk about that in a bit.
Nice.
All right, how's the weather?
I would
Back
check,
right here.
but it looks sunny looking at the strips there, so I'm going to say sunny.
It's a bit hot here, but Greg is
Back
being
right here.
brave. Well, yeah, Greg is being brave wearing his Intercept hoodie. It's too hot for that here. I
Not
swear.
that warm here. It's all right. It's not that warm here. Cool as
No,
it
it's
is.
like, I think it's 25, 26 here. Maybe 27. I don't
No,
know.
it's definitely
All
not
right.
that warm here.
Let's get started and look at what happened last weekend. That was a lot. We had a lot last week. Yes, weekly retrospective. Gregor, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm doing 4 days a week on a customer project. So this is the one where we're replacing an enterprise service bus with some Azure resources. So we've been looking at logic apps, API management, what else? Azure storage, and a bit of service bus as well. So I've been working on that with Dan quite a lot. This week we've been writing a couple of Azure PowerShell functions, which are quite interesting because they're a little bit tricky to debug. Normally you can just whack it open and I'm a Visual Studio guy, not a Visual Studio Code guy, because I'm a bit of a dinosaur, as you guys keep reminding me. So you can write a C# function and debug it line by line, but in PowerShell, it's like doesn't seem to even open up in Visual Studio. VS Code doesn't really like debugging them either. So anyway, we've done that. And I also attended a call for one of the MVP PGI calls, which is to do with code spaces. So there's some interesting stuff coming up there.
Nice.
And myself and Richard were also taking part in judging the Izzy's work from home setup and background. Yes, the gallery competition. So people from the community have been submitting their working from home photographs and backgrounds, and their setup and backgrounds. And myself, Izzy, Holly, Lehman, and Richard are judging that. So very difficult. There's a lot of really cool working from home galleries. So it's been even difficult choosing top 5. So that's coming soon. So I've been doing that as well, which has been good fun. So busy week.
Very busy
Richard,
week. And you wrote a blog post. Don't forget about that.
Oh, I did? Yeah, I wrote a blog post. First blog post in about 10 years. Yeah, I better start doing them again. So I haven't really done too many community things for my MVP this month. So I need to get moving. So I wrote a blog post because that was basically what we're doing. So we're deploying it. What's really nice is if you have an Azure PowerShell function and in DevOps, you go to YAML, you choose your repo. It basically goes, looks like you're doing a PowerShell Azure function, and it creates the YAML for you. So that's quite cool. I didn't realize it did that.
That's really cool because I know in the Azure portal you can go to the deployment center, create a nice GitHub action, but not Azure pipeline. So obviously they've done it a different way, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize it would look at your project and work out from that what type of project it was. So that was quite nice. Richard, what have you been up to?
Me, well, I was on holiday last week, enjoying life, relaxing.
How was it?
Oh, so nice. Just awesome just to get away from it all. Spend the evenings in like the hot tub with the drinks and nothing around you at all apart from scenery.
Nice.
And every now and again you'd hear a steam train. So it was just amazing.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then this week at work, I came back and had to fix an issue with one of our customer setups. First thing on Monday morning, which was awesome. And then lots of emails to go through and catch up on all of that. And then I've just been working on this one customer has sort of developed a new REST API that they want to run inside AKS. But they have like multiple namespaces for different version releases. So I had to figure out a way how to deploy this REST API in the namespaces that they have, and keep it always up to date and everything like that. So that's been fun. Sorted all of that out, created a Helm chart and Azure DevOps pipelines, an Azure function as well for them to call from their application to then trigger the Azure DevOps pipeline, which is really cool. So that's all been done. And then the rest of the week, I've been prepping for this, get my setup looking nice. Wishing I got my hair cut, but I haven't yet. So maybe tomorrow. But yeah, that's about it, really.
And you are doing YouTube Shorts?
Yes, my YouTube Shorts as well. Yeah, started doing them on sort of things you might not know about AKS or new features of AKS that have just come out, which you're not aware of. So I've got 2 out now, and hopefully tomorrow I'll try and do another one. I'm going to try and do one every weekday, but don't hold me to that because, there might not be something new. It's only 5 a week. They're only like 15 up to 60 seconds long, so they're not too long. But yeah, it should be fun, and I'll try and continue doing that as much as I can.
That's good. And we need to give a shout out to the Cloud Native community. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so the Cloud Native community is a sort of partnership between Microsoft and some partners like ourselves, trying to promote the Cloud Native community, mostly in sort of Europe, West Europe. We recently became a partner with them. So if you attended the AKS Summit like last month or the month before, there's something they promoted there. So we became a partner with them, and we've got our AKS ebook up on there, so you can download that for free. We're going to start putting some blog posts up there and just try and promote the Cloud Native community and what we can do with the Cloud Native stuff.
Quick question: what do you need to do to be a part of that, in case somebody's interested?
So if you need to be a partner, if you there's a contact us form on there. If you reach out to them, speak to them, you'll get in contact with Renee, who works at Microsoft, and you have a nice conversation with them and see what you can bring to the party and what they can bring to the party, and then just have a nice little sort of talk. And yeah, if you're the right fit, you become part of it, which is really cool.
That's good. And we made it.
Yeah, we definitely made
That's
it.
cool.
So hopefully some exciting stuff will be coming to there from us and the other partners, so that'll be cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Wesley, what about yourself? What have you been up to?
Yes, well, I came back from holiday last Monday, so I've been going through crap loads of email, but I got that managed, so that was good. I had some customer calls discussing some designs that we delivered before the holiday, so they read it and we discuss it, and then they go, well, we like it or we don't like it, but of course, most of the time they like it, which is good. So a couple of those calls. I've been working on a Azure function for our GitHub. Well, not just for our GitHub, but for anyone's GitHub. Basically, wrote a blog post on that. It's basically to configure branch protection for GitHub, because there is no button where you can, on an organization level, configure branch protection, right? So what you want, if a new repo is being created, it's got a main branch, and then we want to protect that branch from pushing to it directly. We want to work with branches. So instead of going to the repo one by one, clicking that, we used GitHub webhooks. So GitHub is really good. The webhooks in GitHub are really, really good. I showed you guys, wrote a blog post about it, so just check it out. But you can, you just put the endpoint, which is your Azure function, and then you can actually see what payloads it sent, what the response was. So you can completely debug it on the side of GitHub, which is really, really good. Never done it before, but I really liked it. So was one little catch. If someone creates an empty repo, there is no branch. So the whole option to do branch protection is not there. And I resolved that by doing a dummy commit. So the repo is empty. We just do a commit with an init file, if you will. Just creates the branch, and there you go. So I've been working on that. And that and customer calls and doing some internal stuff as well, looking at HR software, which was definitely interesting. So that's been my week so far.
Nice.
And we definitely, it was busy. I don't know, as long as you can manage it, how busy are you, right? But we also have to mention that the registrations are now open for the South Coast Summit, which you guys are working on.
Yes.
Got some swag sent today. What have I got? I got some stickers. Where's the camera? And a nice little notebook. Also got a cool little sort of sweater, hoodie, jumpery thing. Looks like that. Yeah. So that's cool.
That's
and a water bottle as well, which was nice.
So when is it happening? When is the South Coast Summit happening?
Richard's going to tell you because he knows. I'm just going to quickly remind myself.
It's in October the 13th. I want to say
15th to the 16th.
There we go. I was close.
Well, it's going to be an in-person conference, so that's going to be really good. Down in Southampton.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
Right.
Really good.
That's good. Let's hope everything is actually going to happen with the whole COVID thing. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Indeed.
And just to mention before that, though, we still got the Azure Summit in September, which is now been moved from, was it 5 days to 8 days now or something like that? So
10, I think it is.
Is it 10? Oh, well,
it's a lot of days.
It's a lot of days then.
Yeah.
We get to do a session.
Yes,
we
there's
did
11,000 people have signed up.
Oh, wow.
That's quite impressive.
Better get your hair cut before that, Richard.
Definitely.
To the ones right at the
Yeah. Are we doing that live? Is that live?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I think
That's
I'm
nice.
pretty sure it is. Yes.
Yeah, I prefer to do it live.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Let's look what's new in Azure. A lot was new in Azure last week. A lot of announcements. Maybe not the biggest ones, but there were quite some announcements. Gregor, what was new for you?
I've got quite a few written down here. So off the top of my head, well, not off the top of my head because I wrote them down. There's a new version of the Azure CLI, a new version of the Azure PowerShell CLI, and a new version of the GitHub CLI. There is also the Data Factory team now have a web page, which we can show. I'll probably send that to you in a wee second. That basically lists all the new changes that have come in the last few months, which is quite cool. We also have durable functions. Have got a new version, so v2.5.1, which means there's new improvements around logging, reliability, performance, and improved .NET Core integration. So that's cool. So that's the page where the Data Factory team have put out what's new in the last few months. That's quite good.
That's really cool. I wish more teams did that.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, because it's a list of what's happened in the last few months rather than just like going through the updates and trying to figure it all out.
That's good. Yeah, and also it'd be nice if that be always hosted on the docs pages instead of going through GitHub where you have the release notes and all that stuff, but it's sort of clicking back and forth. All right.
Yeah, we've also got there's new APIs for the Microsoft Cloud Healthcare, so that FHIR stuff has now got some new APIs as well. So. There's lots more, but I'll leave you guys so don't cover off what you're going to tell us.
we need some.
Well, what was new for you, Richard?
So all I've really noticed this week is a lot of preview features have come out for the flexible server, so like the open source server, so MySQL, Postgres, and all that. A lot of new preview features have come out for the flexible side of that. So you get your single side, but now you got your flexible side, which is a lot better, high performance. So it's good to see all of these new preview features. That means they're coming closer to GA, which is going to be awesome. That's the biggest thing I've seen.
I saw one last week. I don't think we've discussed it last week. I did see it coming through the internal channels. Someone posted it. Was the Start VM on Connect capability in Azure Virtual Desktop,
which is really cool.
So it went GA. So basically, it's a good way to save costs, right? Everything is shut down. When you try to connect, then it will boot up the machine, which is a great way to save costs. I think that is one of the best ways to save costs in a public cloud in general. If you don't use it, shut it down. Don't pay for it. With virtual machines, obviously, that is just deallocating. If it's app server or something else, just delete it, do infra as code, redeploy it. Might not always be the best scenario, but definitely don't leave stuff running.
Mm-hmm. And one other thing that has been released, before we get to that, is Kubernetes version 1.22 when released GA yesterday, so that will be coming to AKS hopefully soon. But yeah, that is, Sana's got a very good point, Wesley. It is the afternoon. Your top does say morning.
Oh crap! I was already typing. What did I say then? Yes, but it's my Stitch T-shirt. I like it. It's my morning look.
Did you get that from Disneyland Paris?
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
Nice.
along with a bunch of shirts. So expect to see more.
Awesome.
All right, I think it's time for our guest. It's a very special guest today. We've been talking about having him on for quite some time now. It's like, I don't know how long he's been working for Intercept. It hasn't been that long. You might call him Bob the Builder. He literally builds everything. he builds the epic stuff. Like give him some hardware and he'll build it, or he'll try to automate it. He's a great addition to Intercept. Give it up for Stefan.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going, Stefan?
Hello.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
Yes.
How are we? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks.
Good.
Had a busy day, but glad I could finish the day with the Intercept Insights video.
Cool.
It's the best part
Yeah.
of the day. There's no
Exactly.
better way to end the day than with Intercept Insights.
Exactly.
All right, Stefan. So we've got questions for you. We've got quite a list of questions, actually.
Oh, wow.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go round robin. So Greg is going to start, then Richard, then myself. We're going to ask you a bunch of questions. Hopefully you can answer them all. I would say, Greg, take it away.
Bring it on.
Yes. So, Stefan, I'm interested to hear about your journey at Intercept. So, tell us about how you first got started at Intercept. Where did you see the job advertisement? How did things start off for you at Intercept?
Well, before I applied at Intercept, I did my thesis on Azure. From my HBO perspective, how do you call it? College perspective?
College.
Yeah, so I did my thesis at another company, Azure focused in Zwolle. And I graduated, I got my diploma, and basically they didn't want me. So after that, the CEO of that company...
Their loss.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, the CEO of that company said, well, there's another company in Zwolle also focused on Azure. Maybe you can apply with them. So I did. I sent a mail to the CEO of Intercept, and I got in contact with Bastiaan. Yeah, and everything after that is history. Yeah. So
and we met before you started, didn't we?
Yeah, my thesis was about Azure Lighthouse and Azure Blueprints. So I did a lot of Googling, and at some point I ended up on the blog from Wesley, doing basically exactly what I was trying to do during my thesis. So I thought I saw the event on the Intercept website, and I applied. So I went to the Intercept office, and I got a ride from Wesley and Rini to Utrecht, I think it was.
Yeah, I was doing a session there.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's really awesome. So, when I joined Intercept, there were already some familiar faces. So,
that's cool.
It was
funny. That session was for partners. So we invited a bunch of what we did, the Lighthouse thing, and Inspire. Then we invited a bunch of partners at the Intercept office to talk about Lighthouse, managed service partners. And then, well, the company where Stefan was doing his thesis, Stefan got to go. So there was Stefan sitting with, pretty much either CTOs and CEOs of other businesses. And then was Stefan sitting there asking really, really good questions. And everyone's going like, yeah, okay, that's how it works. And then Stefan was going outside of the session, but can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? I'm doing this and that. That was really, really good. We were impressed right from that session. So when you asked to join, I don't think we needed to do a lot of thinking when you asked to join. So definitely their loss, our win.
It was basically just 2 conversations, and right after the second one, it was welcome to Intercept. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. We're still happy with you.
Quick question:
Thanks.
So,
how long have you been at Intercept?
well, I started February 2020, so 1.5 year now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and maybe it's not that long, but after that there were really a lot of new employees at Intercept. So I'm almost feeling like one of the OGs from Intercept already.
we should have a group chat for that. The Intercept, the real Intercept OGs.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really fun. And it's really nice to see everyone that's joining Intercept is really eager to learn stuff with Azure. Some of them only worked with on-premise services, so yeah, it's very nice.
That's cool. Next question.
Right. So let's change it up a bit. I hear you play guitar. Is it true? And I've also heard you were in a band with Sana, who we had on one of the previous episodes. Was that true
So-
as well?
I do play guitar. Haven't played in quite a while, maybe like 2 years or so. But yeah, Sanna and I were in the same student fraternity, and there were a lot of people that played an instrument there. So we always wanted to hang out and play along and sing along, and basically annoy everyone around there with our singing and our music. But
Yeah, you know how I picture this, because that fraternity was like it was the one for IT. Let's call it the
Yeah.
nerd one at college. I'm totally picturing. I know I studied there. I did the partials. I did the one that happens in the evening, but I know the room where they would be and what they look like a couch and a bunch of beer and a bunch of swag on the walls. I can totally picture a bunch of nerds playing an instrument.
yeah,
I'm totally see-
so basically
like
half of the
Big
class.
Bang Theory style, standing there.
Yeah, so basically the half of the room was filled with just people just sitting on their laptops doing homework or just gaming or something, and then half of the other half of the classroom was just really playing music and just singing out loud. And sometimes you see one annoying person, so man, shut the hell up. But it was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to that concert like Carl just mentioned.
Yeah.
Maybe I can bring my guitar to an Intercept drink.
Oh, you
Sounds
should.
good.
You should.
We will hold you to that.
Okay, so one fun fact before the fun facts. I have the guitar of Sanna at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need more the what?
Sanna had a guitar for sale and I bought it from Sanna.
Oh, you bought it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to clear things up. So, next question.
Play
If
it
you were to
stolen.
my, yeah,
I was thinking that as well. I didn't want to say anything.
yeah. Let's not get into that. So, if you if you were to migrate to a different country, where would it be and why?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I think it would be to England or to Scotland, basically.
Ooh.
Not because we have 2 people in the chat living there, but I once went there with a rally called the Garbage Run, and the environment is just really pretty. Maybe the weather isn't always that good, but yeah, the people are very nice, and well, English is not that difficult, so I got that one going for me. So yeah, I would like to go to England or Scotland.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Stefan, you seem to build a lot of automation things from what I see in the Intercept Insights and things like that. What are you currently working on?
So I built a shed in my backyard last month.
Saw
And,
this on Twitter.
Yeah, so there are lamps on the outside, and it would be very boring to just have a switch turning those lights on. So I have every lamp connected to a Shelly. It's a small device that you can basically put in the wall, connect to the grid, and after that connect it to the lamp. So when I put on the lamps on the shed now, they go in sequence, just like.
Oh, nice.
That's
So
cool.
that's really fancy. Yeah, now I'm also working on a clock right now. I have it on my desk.
Ah, cool.
So it's basically 2 geared motors on one shaft, and you
Right.
can basically send a time to it through an API endpoint or just through the serial connector, and the clock goes to the point where it
cool.
needs to be.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I've heard you like a bit of wine. So if you were a bottle of wine, what flavor or what grape would you be?
Well, definitely red wine. Maybe a bit sweet, but with a very strong flavor. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure Wesley likes that answer, but yeah.
oh no, I'm thinking red wine and sweet. That doesn't really go. But to each their own. To each their own. So, well, we already talked about the IoT home automation. You just told about what you use Shelly for, so we're gonna skip that. And you have another hobby. You actually build escape rooms.
I did build them. Yeah. So
Where did that come from? And I still don't know.
And why?
I did a sabbatical in on college. So at one time I saw a Facebook message that they searched for people that could build stuff, and that was with a company in Zwolle called The Great Escape. And I thought, well, why not? I like to build stuff, so I sent them a message saying, hey, maybe we should grab a cup of coffee. So we did that, and after that, they sent me some stuff to create a puzzle for them. So I had to create a puzzle out of an old mailbox. And they were pretty content with that. So after that, I got the job, and I built really awesome stuff for them. And they were really happy with how I did there. Basically introducing IoT stuff in escape rooms. So besides using only locks and things with ropes and springs and stuff, also automation like when you trigger something, the lights get triggered and there will be sound playing. So
That's really cool.
yeah, a bit more interactive, I'd say. So.
But I think we, as a company, we play some of the rooms that you built or you worked on, right?
Yeah, that was on the old location, and I built one of them, well, with other people, of course, but I was maintaining 2 other ones. But yeah, so it was really fun to see you guys playing that escape room.
Yes, we had a lot of fun
Basically
doing the escape room.
ignoring the whole story in the escape room and just lock picking all this stuff.
We did do, yes, we have to be honest, we did some lock picking instead of solving.
Yeah. And after that, really confused how the story went because he already got something for the end of the story. Yeah. But it was fun.
It was great fun. It was great fun.
Did you get out? Did you get out on time?
Our team won.
By cheating.
Well, in the
Basically.
end, we did all the puzzles, but we kind of had a lot of the keys before we actually. It was still fun. It was great fun.
Right. Okay. Next question. I wanted to ask you a little bit about. You mentioned Scotland and England. Where did you visit when you were over here?
That's a great question. I was in Newcastle 2 times because the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
And when we did the road trip, I didn't know the exact places, but we went from England to Wales and then up on the eastern or the western coast, just traveling up into the tip of Scotland and then going down again on the eastern coastline. So yeah, that was really great. A lot of nice scenery, and after the road trip, we also visited things like Alnwick Castle, where a part of Harry Potter was filmed.
Yeah, the broom scene in the first movie.
Yeah, it's when they're training on the Quidditch.
Yeah.
Harry
goes up, and then the broom comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Really nice to see. Yeah.
All right. Next
Nice.
one.
Right. So, what would be a valid reason to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning for you?
Well, that can only be a nice piece of meat. Yeah. I mean, I'm really attached to my sleep, so.
So if we were to cook or bake this massive steak, we could actually show up at your door at 3 a.m. You'd be happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring it on.
Okay.
You got my address, so.
No, someone's got a question
Oh,
for
that was a good
everyone.
one.
Oh, wow. Good one.
Well, Stefan, what was your most embarrassing moment
Yes.
at Intercept?
I think the moment when I deleted a resource in a customer's environment
Ooh.
because I thought I was deleting it from my own environment. But that was quite unfortunate. But it was a
Was it
testing
backed up?
resource, so it was
I see.
created by another employee of Intercept. But yeah, that got me sweating really hard.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So.
All right, Richard, what was yours?
I could probably tell you what Richard's was.
I don't think it's suitable for the airwaves.
No, I don't think it's suited for this.
No, maybe not here. Maybe afterwards. I think Sana already knows, to be fair. But yeah, we shouldn't be talking about that on here.
No. What about Gregor?
So last week I managed to basically some Linux VMs. I managed to try and encrypt a virtual disk on a VM and basically screwed up the virtual machine. So that was a bit embarrassing. So
That is your most embarrassing moment.
I have not really done that much. To be fair, touch wood. I'm usually quite like watch what I'm doing, but yeah, I screwed that up. So that wasn't the best because it's going to take a wee bit of work to sort out. I've started to sort it out. So yeah, I just followed the docs.
But that happened outside of work, so we'll not.
So you're
discuss
basically
Yeah.
saying you ain't doing it that much when working for Intercept? Is that what I heard?
No, just
it.
careful.
He just doesn't make a mistake.
No,
Yeah, it doesn't
just
make
careful,
sense.
careful.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Nice.
Where's
ways.
yours?
Oh,
We
I
don't
got a
get away
lot.
with this.
I got one that was really. I got two. One was when I was doing my first presentation for Intercept. I'm driving to a hotel somewhere in the middle of the Netherlands with Job and someone else. I was going to do a session there for about 30 people. I was standing in front of the room, complete blackout. As in, I was shaking. I couldn't even open my bottle of water. I was so nervous. I blackout. I didn't even know what I was talking about. I could hear myself talking, and at the same time, I was thinking, "What the hell are you saying?"
Oh wow.
And then it took like 15 minutes. I had to sit down. 15 minutes. I just rambled a bit, and then I got into it, and I talked for another 45 minutes. But that was horrible. It's like those. If you see that on TV, you change the channel. That's how awkward it was. That's the.
Yeah.
It's one of you things where you lay in bed at night, and then for some reason your brain starts to think about memories from the past that make you cringe. That was one. The other one that was a bit. Well, the funny thing is we were driving back to the car, and Job was, "No, it's all right. It was all right," and he was at some point just started laughing, and I'm like, I was pissed. I was so mad. And he was he's like, "No, it's fine. It happens. It happens." And then I did my next presentation a couple of weeks later. No issues. Never had it again, ever.
And then
I
we
once-
just stop you from talking.
No, I just keep talking. I just don't stop talking. Now I can ramble, even if nobody else is saying anything. I just can keep talking forever and ever. The Intercept Cafe. If nobody's talking, I just keep going on and on about random stuff. The second one was just a couple of weeks ago with Richard, where I've been working from home for about a year, and then I was at the office and I started singing over a team session, and I didn't realize I was in the office and there were actually people there.
That's so funny.
And then Richard's face went from like, I started laughing. I'm like, "What's up? Yeah, you're at the office." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm at the office. Oh crap. And yeah, that was a bit embarrassing, but that was it. All
It's
right.
fine, Wesley. The office is a safe spot, so
Yeah.
you can do
Yeah,
what
you
you
don't
want
think
there.
so? So very, very safe. All right. We're going to move on to the this or that questions, and then we're going to do fun facts. So Greg is going to give you a bunch of options. I wonder if he's going to do all of them, but probably not. And then you have to say either A or B, and then you can elaborate on that afterwards, but you have to answer.
Okay.
Right, Stefan, ready?
Ready.
Okay, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee, definitely.
Work from home or work at the office?
Work from home.
Toyota or Tesla?
For now, Toyota.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Become a ninja or become a samurai?
I think becoming a ninja.
Cool. Be able
Yep.
to fly or be able to teleport?
Teleport, definitely.
Cool. Be able to, cinema or movie at home?
Cinema.
Next one, I want to know the answer to this one. Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber?
Oh God, Justin Timberlake.
I think I know the answer to the next one. Linux or Windows?
Ooh.
Bit of both, I think.
Oh,
Can I say
yes, okay.
WSL?
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Good answer.
Good answer. Monopoly or chess?
Monopoly.
Snow or rain?
Rain.
And the last one is zombie outbreak or alien invasion?
I think alien invasion.
Why?
And why?
Maybe we can learn something from them.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, if you have a zombie outbreak, the only thing they can do is.
I think we should get people to do impressions of dinosaurs every show from now on.
Yes.
Based on that.
Yes, we should. We should. All right, we're gonna quickly move on with fun facts because Stefan, the fun fact is gonna be about you and from you probably. So, you bought a car from a colleague.
I did.
Tell us all about that.
Okay, so I overheard one of our colleagues talking about his car, that it was basically a piece of junk and it couldn't be repaired. So he could only get 100 euros for it to get it to the wrecker. So I heard that and I said to him, well, I will buy it from you right on the spot for 150 euros. So he was thinking about it and just thinking about his options. So in the end, I bought the car off of him for 250 euros, which was quite a gamble. I mean, if it is really a piece of junk, then I wouldn't have gotten 250 euros back. So, well, the car was still drivable. I mean, I couldn't get it into another gear, but yeah, I could get it to the place where I wanted to be. So I checked what was wrong, and there was only one part broken, which had to do with the clutch of the car that I could repair for something like 75 euros. And
Yourself, you did yourself.
I did it myself. Yeah, I like to work on cars. So after that,
Nice.
I did some maintenance and I fixed some other problems. But yeah, for basically around 400 euros, I got a perfectly working car again.
It's nice. I take it you're not on their Christmas list anymore. You still-
And if you were to sell the car now, what would the value be?
That's a good question. I think somewhere around 1,100 euros or so.
That's good profit. That's good profit.
Very good profit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who-
But
who
what I
really
said, it
bought
was a
this one?
gamble.
Yes, who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
who- who-
for 250 euros, that gamble was worth it.
and who
Richard
was it
wants to
from?
know.
It was from Harald,
Poor
one of
Harald.
the
No.
sales
King
employees.
of marketing.
King of marketing. Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you still speak to him often?
Not that much, but
No,
he's a
you
good
can joke
sport about it.
right?
I was with that car, a Peugeot 106. I was with that car on the office last week, I think, and Harold was just parking his car, and he saw the car and he was smiling, saying like, "Nice that it is still driving, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it." So,
Oh, that was good.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's
Yeah.
good. Being a good sport about it. Yeah.
yeah, really.
All right. Do we have any other fun facts?
I don't have any. No.
No, other than that, we are definitely going to do that Intercept ban thing. We need to have Son and Stefan meet up in the office.
So there are
Play something.
another employees that are playing instruments, right?
I certainly can't.
What,
I
we do?
Absolutely. I don't.
I've
No,
got no sense for rhythm and music.
No. So deaf. So.
Okay.
Nope, it's not happening.
We'll
I
find
wouldn't,
something.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, we'll find. We'll put it in the cafe. We're going to ask about that.
Exactly.
So we can put the band together. All right, that's it for this week. We're coming up to 40 minutes, so yeah. Thank you all for
Thanks.
joining. Thank you all for being active in the comment section. Richard, Gregor, see you next week. Stefan, thank you very much. Floor plays piano. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
So we're gonna. Yes, this is gonna happen.
This is going to happen.
This is gonna happen. We're
I
gonna.
think we should have
we're
a
gonna-
Christmas carol or something like that. We should have somebody singing.
Yes.
Something. Yeah, we could. Yes, that's.
Yes, and then we'll all be dancing in the video to the music.
No, no.
No. That's
Very
this is going too far.
cringeworthy.
Yes.
Cut that bit out.
Yeah, let's not do that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Stefan, for joining. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us and to answer all the questions.
Hey,
Have a
welcome.
good
Thanks
day,
for having
everyone.
me. It was great fun.
You're welcome. And everyone, enjoy the Friday and then enjoy the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a
All
lot.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.